today. Actually, I spent a lot of time just looking at this camera because apparently there was a new camera launch, the Canon EOS R5 and EOS R6. I think one of the big things they say is supposed to be about that R5 is it shoots 8K video, which is kind of crazy for a camera of that size. And as you would expect as usual for most product launches, you see a lot of videos and stuff about it just from the companies showing off how great it looks. In many ways, you'd probably need like a good cinema camera usually to capture stuff like this. So yeah, I guess it's really big. And one of the big things I guess for the company is they finally introduced in-body stabilization and all that for their actual camera. And apparently it's like a 5-axis stabilization. That's kind of crazy. The less stuff you have to carry, the better. I think there's usually two sides of the debate where when it comes to things like shooting in 8K right now, it's either you see it as a really good thing where you can use it as a way to zoom in without the loss of picture quality, like even if you're publishing in 4K, or the other side would be, oh no, it takes up way too much memory, which is true as well. But all that and a 45 megapixel full frame sensor, at least for the R5, yeah, it seems like it's really innovative, I guess you could say. So it's gonna shake things up to see what everyone else does, which is always the exciting thing. Competition will basically spur innovation and drive the prices down. Although speaking of price, is it basically too expensive? Man, look at this. $3,899 US just for the body. And if you want it with the kit, $4,999. And that's not including things, for example, where you'd have to get things like the memory cards and stuff like that for this, because you'd need like those faster ones to operate in things like 8K and all that. So it's not just like the camera itself that you would have to get. Some interesting stuff with drone tech and regulations. I guess this first one here is about drone deliveries. No surprise, more people are trying to use it nowadays. This one says, Rouses markets test grocery drone delivery. Is it Rouses or Rouses? I'll say Rouses. It says, Rouses Markets announced today that it would test an unmanned grocery delivery pilot program this fall. The grocer has partnered with Deuce Drone to conduct a demonstration with an aerial drone delivery interface system, ADDIS, at the Rouses Market Airport Boulevard on Mobile, Alabama. Rouses Markets already offers personal shopping and delivery services that allow customers to shop online and get deliveries in as little as an hour. But Donnie Rouse, CEO, is committed to exploring more convenient and innovative ways. Drone delivery offers the fastest, safest delivery to store to door. We should be able to get groceries to customers in 30 minutes or even less. Plus, it's more cost efficient, meaning we can save customers time and money. I think that's usually still a debate too, where there's a lot of people who would say things like delivering stuff with drones is actually way more expensive compared to the traditional way, like just driving with a car or a bike or something like that. Although I would say in many ways you have to start somewhere to make this stuff more regular and efficient, and then innovation will come because of that. Although it's kind of interesting, I guess, seeing like the drones, like I don't even know if this is a concept picture, if that's how it looks, but yeah, I guess you can see how they envision like the drones and deliveries in that sense. And usually things with like drone regulations, usually if something happens in one country, you should still pay attention because other places might adopt it in a monkey see, monkey do situation. Well, this one's kind of interesting. It says, US and Switzerland sign agreement to collaborate on drone research. Both countries have agreed to work together to improve and harmonize safety standards in order to minimize the risk of drones in civilian airspace. On Wednesday, the Swiss Federal Office of Civil Aviation and the U.S. Federal Aviation Administration signed a declaration of intent to strengthen collaboration in the area of unmanned aircraft systems. The objective is to promote the use of drones for civilian applications by replacing strict regulations with automatic monitoring via technology. That's kind of an interesting statement, isn't it? That's kind of like what I said before, it should be more about traffic management systems, although at the same time, you shouldn't be regulating things like toys, for example, like requiring them to have remote IDs and all that. It says, quote, both countries are highly innovative with stakeholders demanding new ways to access airspace in order to perform unprecedented operations. Exchanging viewpoints on and approaches to mutual challenges will be the real benefit to both sides, said in a statement from the FOCA. And then here's the part where they mentioned about remote ID. Is one of the key areas of the collaboration is in remote identification. The ability to detect and identify of drones entering the airspace without the need for direct visual contact. The goal is to also be able to transmit information in real time via an application to third parties like an air traffic controllers or police. This capability will help to increase the effectiveness of airspace control oversight and law enforcement, therefore improving the safety of UAS operations. I've said it before, for things like drone deliveries, large commercial drones, be my guest, remote ID them all you want and so forth, but if it's some kid flying around, I don't know, in a circle like here around trees like this low, that's a little ludicrous to require them to have all these stipulations and all that. Look at that flies bothering the squirrel. If you want to see National Geographic type of quality, which some of you actually said I should be filming that kind of stuff, you need the better camera for that. Alright, see you guys later.